How's it going, guys? We had a kind of a scare. Alright, we're here today with Natalie. She's gonna be my little helper. And of course all the puppy dogs. We got here and you know, we gave these goats a big paddock and cut through a big chunk of woods, and there was no goats in the field, and it definitely concerned me, but they're all in here minding their own, stripping all these little sucker trees here. I'm not entirely sure what kind these ones are, but oh yeah, I believe they're buckthorn. These ones don't have any berries on them. We're just getting into some goats here. Looks like they're rooting through some leaves. So right here we got a nice big oak tree, and I'm assuming what they're doing is finding all the acorns that had fallen down. And like that one right there, you know, she's just eating on a leaf. But the grass got a little low, and I suppose they're like, okay, where else can we go? And that made them figure out that they can get more out of the woods, which is pretty cool. As you can see here, they started stripping on some of these, but none of these are the sumac trees. They don't like these as much, I can tell that. So we're pretty well scattered throughout here. There's a bunch over on that hillside too. They're working it. Boy, they're eating a lot of leaves out of here though. That's kind of cool to see. Not entirely sure what the nutrient content is on these leaves here and stuff, but there must be something in them though, because they're munching them. Every single one of these goats right here, they all have leaves in their mouth. Just fallen oak leaves. How you doing, puppy? Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Yeah, we got a nice gentleman coming this weekend to pick out a puppy dog for himself and his flock. Not entirely sure if he's got sheep and goats or what he's all got, but he's over in Wisconsin, and he's got a lot of cool things going on too, so it'll be fun to catch up with him. We met up in the grazing school up at George Heller's up there, so that was pretty cool to meet someone that was actually somewhat down in our neck of the woods. He's just right across the river, honestly, from us, so it'll be cool catching up with him and seeing what he's been up to. Yeah, these goats, they're making it happen in here, that's for sure. Utilizing every acre. By having goats, that's one way to do it, that's for sure. Pulling dollars from the woods that would otherwise sit here and do nothing. That's a nice doeling over there. I could see that one. She's a dandy. Beauty. Nice big cashmere coat. Good body condition. Nice size frame. It's amazing how they all just even take these younger trees here and they tip all the tops off them, because that's the most nutritional quality they can have out of them. What do you think, Natalie? Should we go set up some netting?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna help?
Yeah.
Should we give him some more woods with his next paddock too, or should we just go out in the field and make it easy for ourselves?
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. We'll go up here, and if there's a halfway decent trail, we'll do it. But because we're running short on time right now, it's already getting close to 2 o'clock, and there's not one of our guard dogs just chilling with the goats. Man, that is amazing though, all the leaves that them things are eating. This is another nice dandy doeling right here.
Dad, that looks like a tent. That tree they're tipping over, it looks like a tent.
They got some nice bushy hair coats on them. Look at them all up there. Pretty well scattered throughout, that's for sure. I can tell you one thing, when you come up to see your goats and there's none of them out in the field, you're like, where are my goats? And then you get in here and here they are. All right, guys, let's get to work. There's Raspberry.
Eating leaves.
Munching on some leaves. Why don't you go pet her, see if you can pet her. Raspberry was our bottle kid that we had this year, and she was living a really, really good life at home, but now she thinks she's a dog. She follows the guard dogs around now, but when she was at home, she followed the herd dogs around. So we'd move the Jersey cows down to pasture, and she would participate in walking them out to pasture and literally think she's a herd dog. So that was pretty funny to see. How you doing, Skipper? How you doing, puppy? Huh? How you doing? Yeah, go puppy. Good boy. Yeah, go puppy. Still got pretty good cover. Got a good amount of cover left behind here. Who would have thought that we'd be grazing beautiful stockpile January 4th. No snow, no nothing. We're just grazing goats. Pretty cool. Goats must be hearing us mess around up here, and they're all making their way out of the woods. Yeah, Natalie was carrying nets and struggling walking over all the big clumps of grass, and she's like, do they make such a thing as net carriers so you don't have to do this? I'm like, yeah, I got one. And she's like, well, what's it called? I said, Natalie Meyer.
Dad, what do you call a cow jumping on a trampoline?
I don't know, what do you call it?
A milkshake.
We're coming along on the netting. We got a couple up here, a couple more here, and then we got to run a couple up above. I think I'm actually going to leave one little area where we didn't graze with the goats and see if there's any change or any differences in the grass that got grazed by the goats and the lady. I didn't really want you part of the video, but yeah. Green clover, January 4th. Photosynthesizing, feeding the microbes, pumping down carbon. Won't be long, we'll be Missouri up here in Minnesota if the weather keeps going like this. Who knows? Maybe we'll be grazing in April or something instead of our typical May. That'd be amazing. This patch got a little insulation going on with the snow around it. Free nitrogen. Goats are all licking away at their mineral that they've got there. Skipper's ready to go to a new territory too. We're just gonna add on to this one right here. Got that net going to there, so now we're gonna add on to this one. Just take right off the line here where we grazed and where we didn't. You can kind of see it right through here. And then that should last till Saturday, hopefully, and maybe we can get some other helpers like Noah and Will out here to do a big move. And we'll have all this other netting to take down and stuff, so that'll be fun. Do it to it. I got Natalie driving the truck. See how she does. And she's stuck. I mentioned it really quick to her that she needed to put it in four-wheel drive, but she mustn't have figured that part out. Well, she got it. Go ahead and move the water. "55 gallons of water, or just about, should be enough to last a while. As long as it doesn't freeze hard, but they can bust her open pretty decent too. Biggest thing is to tip it off without having it fall like that. Like that. Happened before. Oh well. Yeah, I was curious about the oak leaves that the goats were eating, and didn't find much about goats eating them or whatever, but when they were comparing it to fertilizer, they say that they offer a wider spread of nutrients than a bag of 10-10-10 fertilizer. So a bag of 10-10-10 fertilizer is 10 of nitrogen, 10 of phosphorus, and 10 of potassium, N, P, and K. And obviously there's stuff in there that the goats like, but obviously if there's some nitrogen in there, that's a good protein source for the goats. So obviously 10 units of N or whatever isn't a whole lot, but I don't know, it's got me interested. I should take a sample and to see what we get. Come on, goats! All right, move her away, Natalie. Ready? Let's go. The dog's gotta be first. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Come on, goats! How you doing, Andrea? Doing good? Whoops, got a big orchard grass stem right in the camera. That was no good. Big old wad of grass. How's that? Good stuff. Who would have thought that one of the goats' main food sources when they're in the woods is one of these? Pretty
Bye
cool.
guys, thanks for watching this video. On your way out, hit the subscribe button and then have a good day. God bless you.
Everyone have a good one. Take care.